Hey Swifties and everyone else curious about how the ultra-rich really live, welcome back to another deep dive you won't want to miss. Today, we're peeling back the curtain on Taylor Swift's world, organized into 12 chapters that explore her most jaw-droppingly expensive possessions. From multi-million-dollar personalized homes and a driveway full of head-turning supercars to a diamond vault that could light up a city and a private jet that redefines first class, we'll unpack behind-the-scenes stories, rumored purchase sagas, and fun Easter eggs even the biggest fans haven't heard. And trust me, wait until you hear how much she spent just to celebrate her 30th birthday. So, settle in, hit subscribe if you haven't yet, ring that bell, and let's dive in. 1. The real estate empire. Taylor's property portfolio reads less like a collection of homes and more like a curated atlas of personal sanctuaries, each one a bespoke creative incubator. On Jane Street, she snapped up a 2-story glass penthouse in 2014 for about $25 million. What was once an 1847 warehouse underwent a radical transformation. 3 walls of floor-to-ceiling glass, a private rooftop garden blooming through every season, and a steel and glass elevator that whisks guests directly into her living room. Inside, Roman and Williams designed fixtures mingle with mid-century pieces by Berga Mogensen, while custom copper plumbing risers and a hand-blown Murano chandelier speak to Taylor's insistence on artisanal details. Most remarkable is the in-home recording suite hidden behind soundproofed glass, isolated vocal booths where she's penned dozens of hits under the New York skyline. Recent appraisals suggest this gem now sits north of $32 million, meaning she's sitting on a tidy paper profit even before strumming a single chord. 3 summers later, she traded city grit for coastal calm in Rhode Island. On Narragansett Bay, a stone-faced cottage bought for $17.75 million in 2013, perches on a bluff above rolling lawns that tumble to a private granite dock. After hurricane-proofing upgrades, reinforced windows, elevated HVAC, Taylor commissioned custom whitewashed shiplap interiors, framed vintage nautical maps in the study, and repurposed a boathouse into a sunrise yoga retreat. Though annual taxes and coastal erosion insurance easily breach 6 figures, for Taylor this cottage is a creative recharge station where lyric inspiration drifts in on the sea breeze. Back in Nashville, mere steps from the Bluebird Cafe, sits her Music Row townhouse. Purchased for about $3 million, the circa 1890 brick facade conceals a writer's dream. Antique mahogany desks piled with lyric notebooks, floor-to-ceiling walnut bookshelves, and a Steinway grand piano for late-night demos. On warmer evenings, she's been known to host surprise listening sessions on the original wrought iron balcony overlooking a community garden, an intimate nod to her songwriting roots. All told, Taylor's real estate war chest exceeds $45 million. Factor in estate managers, landscapers, and around-the-clock security, biometric entry systems, infrared cameras, encrypted alarm networks, and that figure balloons into a 7-figure annual upkeep. Which of these havens would you explore first? Let me know in the comments. 2. The ride or die fleet. If her homes are sanctuaries, Taylor's driveway is a gallery of horsepower, sleek, powerful, and every model hand-picked for its blend of performance and personality. Topping the list is a matte black Rolls-Royce Wraith, approximately $320,000. Its sculpted coach doors swing open like wings, and legend has it, she had the Spirit of Ecstasy hood ornament plated in rose gold. On sunnier days, she trades stealth for spectacle in a cherry-red Maserati Gran Cabrio convertible, around $150,000, its V8 engine purring through hand-stitched Italian leather seats. When she needs both presence and practicality, a Range Rover Autobiography, roughly $180,000, stands ready, outfitted with quilted leather, calf rest foot pads, and enough off-road tech to handle surprise paparazzi or rugged back-road escapes. Beyond these 3, insiders allege there's a custom Tesla Model S Plaid whose wood dashboard inlays are engraved with lyric Easter eggs. Unconfirmed, but that rumor certainly has legs. Even at a conservative $650,000 total fleet value, these cars demand more than premium fuel. Climate-controlled garages set at 18 degrees Celsius with 50% humidity, custom vinyl wraps for surprise album drop drives, and a full-time driver trained in astrophotography-style exit maneuvers. Which ride would you take for a Sunday spin? Comment below. 3. Sparkle Central, the Diamond Vault. Taylor's jewelry box could power a small city, if that city ran entirely on diamonds. Center stage is her 6.1 carat Tiffany & Company solitaire, approximately $500,000, a D-grade round brilliant set in platinum so flawless, it catches every stray beam of backstage lighting. Beside it lives a Pave set Eternity band, about $150,000, that encircles her finger in continuous sparkle, and around her neck hangs a 1989 pendant by Lorraine Schwartz, around $50,000, each numeral carved in 18-karat white gold and hand-set with diamonds. Mixed in are stud earrings, emerald cuts, pear shapes, tennis bracelets in classic and micro pave, and charm necklaces from Tiffany's Lock collection, many customized with lyric-inspired motifs. In all, her diamond holdings hover around $700,000. If diamonds are forever, Taylor's shine feels downright immortal. 4. Six-string stunners, the guitar collection. Taylor isn't just a songwriter. She's a guitar savant whose six-string arsenal tells its own story of charity, craft, and stadium anthems. Her Cherry Burst Fender Telecaster, around $10,000, hand-signed and later auctioned for charity, features chambered bodywork and a 1989 lyre engraving on the neck plate. A vintage 1970s Martin D28 acoustic, approximately $8,000, with Brazilian rosewood back and sides that deliver warm resonance. There's also a gold-top Gibson Les Paul Special, about $15,000, complete with gold-plated hardware and a Lover lyric inlay on the fretboard. She collects limited edition Taylor Swift signature models too, pastel finishes, mother-of-pearl inlays, and a custom Swift kickstand for quick acoustic transitions, each retailing north of $2,000. In total, her guitar collection tips the scales at roughly $33,000 in retail cost, but for Taylor, these instruments are priceless. 5. Sky-high swagger, her private jet. If first class feels plush, Taylor's Gulfstream G450 is a 5-star hotel on wings, an estimated $50 million masterpiece. Step aboard and you're greeted by programmable LED lighting that shifts through her tour's color palette. From dusted golds to moody blues, the leather sleeper seats transform into beds with memory foam mattresses, monogrammed headrests, and built-in massage functions. An espresso bar features a La Marsacco machine, and across sits a wine cellar stocked with Dom Perignon and rare vintages, all served on glassware etched with her TS crest. Fold-out dining tables seat 4 for personal chef-catered meals, locally sourced salads, custom gluten-free desserts, and menu cards, hiding lyric Easter eggs. The entertainment lounge doubles as a rehearsal stage. Whisper-quiet sound isolation lets her record vocal guides mid-flight. Cross-country hops from Los Angeles to New York become 3 hours of pure pampering. Even short flights turn into jet-lag-proof bliss. Operating costs, maintenance, hangar fees, crew salaries, fuel can approach $10 million a year. But for a global superstar whose schedule zigzags across continents, the G450 isn't just a luxury. It's the only way to travel on her terms. 6. 30th birthday blowout. Turning 30 is a milestone. Then again, Taylor makes ordinary moments legendary. For her 30th, she chartered a medieval Scottish castle on the west coast for about $1 million, complete with turreted ramparts and hidden passageways. Guests arrive by private train car, greeted with crystal flute toasts of local bubbly. Daytime festivities included a bespoke Highland Games competition, caber toss logs stamped with her initials, solo piping performances, and whiskey tastings led by Macallan and Talisker distillers. Each guest left with an engraved crystal tumbler etched with lyrics from folklore. As night fell, a 6-minute fireworks show cost about $200,000, choreographed to a medley of her biggest hits, culminating in sky-wide sparklers spelling out 30. A 6-tier cake styled like stacked vinyl records ran $25,000, while award-winning Celtic folk bands kept everyone dancing under the stars. Parting gifts? Custom-woven tartan scarves and limited edition single malt bottles. In all, the party tab soared to $1.7 million, turning a birthday into a blockbuster production. 7. Timekeepers and studio gear. Behind every chart-topping track is precision, and Taylor's watchbox and studio setup reflect that dedication. Her watch collection includes a Patek Philippe Nautilus, around $85,000, a Rolex Daytona, about $40,000, and an Audemars Piguet Royal Oak, roughly $50,000, each engraved with personal messages, from cryptic lyrics to nods to her cats. In Nashville, her studio gear tops $200,000. An SSL 4000G Plus mixing console, approximately $100,000. Vintage Neumann U47 and U67 microphones, about $20,000 combined. Studer A80 tape machines, around $30,000. And 2 Yamaha C7 concert grand pianos, about $150,000 total. Outboard racks bulge with Manley EQs, Empirical Labs distressors, and vintage EMT reverbs, gear used on countless hits. On tour, a soundproofed mobile studio van rolls alongside the convoy. Pro Tools HDX rigs, custom monitoring systems, and plush acoustic foam walls create a Grammy-ready control room on wheels. 8. Couture Crush, the designer wardrobe. Taylor's wardrobe is a visual extension of each album's narrative, a walking, talking lookbook. For the Aerys Tour, she commissioned Balmain bodysuits, around $80,000 each, shimmering with crystals and screen-printed motifs. On the red carpet, Versace gowns hand-beaded with Italian crystals have become signature statements, each priced upward of $50,000. Off-duty, she totes Hermès Birkin bags, around $12,000 each, in seasonal hues, often personalized with her initials in gold foil. She's also worked one-on-one with Oscar de la Renta and Zuhair Murad on couture pieces, a tulle love story ball gown, a sequin map celebrating her songwriting tour, each in the $20,000 to $100,000 range. Over an album cycle, press junkets, award shows, music videos, stadium performances, her style team spends over $1 million crafting looks that pay homage to each era. 9. Music Masters, the ultimate power move. In the battle for creative control, Taylor delivered a masterstroke, literally. After years of negotiations, she reacquired the masters to her first 6 albums for approximately $300 million, wresting ownership from her former label. That seismic deal gives her full rights to streaming revenues, licensing, and the freedom to re-record under the Taylor's Version banner. Her bold move sparked an industry-wide conversation on artist ownership, prompting fellow musicians to rethink their contracts. 10. The Aerys Tour spectacle. No expense is spared when Taylor brings the Aerys Tour to life. Each night demands cinematic precision. With a production budget of $4 million per show, the tour dazzles with synchronized pyrotechnics, carbon dioxide jets, and multicolor lasers that trace her every move. Cue Aerys Tour montage. Custom sets transport audiences from a Chicago skyline to a folklore woodland, while holographic Taylor twins multiply her presence on stage. Hydraulic lifts power automated catwalks, carrying her into the crowd, and 25 lightning-fast wardrobe changes unfold backstage under watchful eyes. Across 52 stadium dates, that adds up to over $200 million in lighting, sound, and staging. A crew of 150 roadies, 30 production managers, and in-house caterers, complete with gluten-free bakers and smoothie bars, keep everything running. Backstage villages rival 5-star resorts, physical therapy, personal chefs, tailor shops, nap pods. 11. Fine art collection. Taylor's taste for storytelling extends to her walls, where contemporary art transforms her homes into immersive galleries. A Banksy mural-style canvas, acquired from a London dealer for roughly $250,000, hangs alongside limited edition Shepard Fairey screen prints, about $60,000 each. A commissioned Mark Ryden painting, around $150,000, blends fairy tale whimsy with pop culture iconography, while rumors of Kaz sculptures and Yayoi Kusama infinity nets push her total art spend past $460,000. 12. Cat Castle, pampering Meredith and Olivia. No deep dive is complete without a nod to Taylor's 2 Scottish folds, Meredith and Olivia, who live better than most royals. Taylor commissioned a multi-tiered cat playground, around $20,000, with climbing towers, silk-lined chill pods, and litter stations disguised as mid-century modern furniture. Each silk bow collar is hand-stitched with Swarovski crystals, and their monogrammed leather beds, about $5,000, look like miniature chaise lounges. Custom pet portraits hang on gallery walls, and a live cat cam ensures she can check in between sold-out shows. When you add it all up, Taylor Swift's world isn't just lavish, it's a carefully orchestrated symphony of creativity, comfort, and control. Her real estate holdings alone, 3 bespoke residences spanning a Manhattan penthouse, a Rhode Island cottage, and a Nashville townhouse, surpass $45 million. In her garage sit $500,000 worth of head-turning cars, from a matte black Rolls-Royce Wraith to a cherry red Maserati convertible, while her diamond vault sparkles with $700,000 in Tiffany solitaires and custom pendants. On stage and off, her guitar collection, a $33,000 arsenal of signed Telecasters, vintage Martins, and bespoke Les Pauls, serves art and philanthropy. She jets between homes in a $50 million Gulfstream G450, and her 30th birthday blowout alone topped $1.7 million. In Nashville, her studio and watch collections tipped the scales at another $375,000, while her wardrobe, Balmain bodysuits, Versace gowns, and Hermes Birkins, easily eclipses $1 million per album cycle. Her most powerful move, though, was the $300 million buyback of her masters, rewriting the playbook on artist ownership. On the road, each of 52 stadium shows clocks in at $4 million, totaling over $200 million in production. Even her art collection reflects six-figure taste, and her 2 Scottish folds enjoy a $25,000 cat castle. Grand total, roughly $600 million in Taylor Swift extravagance, and that's before streaming royalties, merch, and licensing deals roll in. So, is she living lavishly or investing in inspiration? You decide. If you've enjoyed this deep dive, hit subscribe, ring that bell, and tell me in the comments which extravagance blew your mind the most, and whose collection we should explore next. See you in the next deep dive.